Hello. Hello everyone. So guys, if you can hear me and if you can see me, so kindly comment yes in the chat box. So I'm really sorry for the delay guys. So if you can see me and if you can hear me, so kindly comment yes, or you can show thumbs up here also. Am I audible guys? So okay, so good evening Deepika. So I think guys most of you are expecting Ritika ma'am here. So I have seen the comments, so most of you are expecting Ritika ma'am here. So she's not well today, so I will be taking your session today. So uh, so guys, now I am seeing that yes, most of you are saying hello sir. So good evening everyone. So and wishing you a happy new year also now, because this will be the first current affair session in this new year. So I think I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope that most of you prosper your dreams also, as well as you should know. So you should be preparing for SEBI Grade A also. So I think most of you now. So now I got thumbs up from all of you. So now guys, the session that we'll be taking today, it will be of the December part 4 of your current affairs series that you are taking on. So if you are new to our YouTube channel, so guys, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you, for the details, for the PDF as well as for the other examination related queries, you can follow us on our Telegram channel also, the link for which is given in the description below. Then these are the results. So we have the highest success rate in all the exam, be it RBI Grade B, be it NABARD Grade A, and be it SEBI Grade A. So I want that next photo here should be from one of you here. Now guys, we are offering courses related to RBI Grade B, then is NABARD Grade A, Grade B, as well as SEBI Grade A. And we are also launching a course. We are also offering a course on the UPSC EPOF also. So for that also, for all these things, you can refer to the links that have been mentioned below, and you can subscribe to our courses also. So if we talk about our courses, now for RBI Grade B 2020 course, we are offering 30%, flat 30% off here. The code here is, that is WOW 30. So you can avail this course by using this code, that is WOW 30. Talking about SEBI Grade A. So for SEBI Grade A, we are offering 50% flat, that is SEBI 50. By using this code SEBI 50, you can avail the course, that is by getting flat 50% off on our SEBI courses. Now guys, let's start with today's session. The first question here is, that is, who among the following has been appointed as the new chairman and CEO of Railway Board? Now guys, let's start. Now let's see how many of you know this answer. So who has now been appointed as the new chairman as well as CEO of the Railway Board? So let's see guys, how many of you know this answer? So Rajat is saying A. Let's see, I want more of you to participate today guys, because this is the new year. So I want most of you should participate in the new beginning. So most of you, I am getting the answer A. So yes guys, the right answer is, that is option A. Now guys, the most important or other important thing that you should know, whom he has replaced. So he has replaced which among the following? So whom he has replaced, that you should also know. That Sunil Sharma, we know that he is now the new Railway Board chairman, but whom he has replaced, I want the answer for that also. So you should know that person also. Yes, most of you, I am getting the answer, that is A. So who he has replaced now? So guys, he has replaced Mr. VK Yadav or Vinod Kumar Yadav. So he has replaced VK Yadav. So yes Rajat, you are absolutely right. This is Mr. VK Yadav. So I am again getting, so that it is VK Yadav. Now if I talk about him, so it is Mr. Sunil Sharma. So he has now been appointed as the new chairman and CEO of Railway Board. Now guys, the next question here is that, which of the following organizations has constructed a composite digital payments index to capture the extent of digitization of payments across India? Now guys, if I talk about these kind of questions, the question is relevant for our GA as well as for our finance section, because in the recent development, if you go to the syllabus of finance section, recent development in finance section, so for that perspective, this question can be formed on the digital payment index in our finance section also. So the right answer here is, that is, yes, again Rajat, you are saying that is RBI. Yes, the right answer here is, that is Reserve Bank of India has constructed this composite digital payments index. Moving further, the next question is that recently Michael Kindo has passed away. Now he is associated with which of the following sports? Now guys, if I talk about these kind of questions, so these are again a kind of questions which you should know. And why I am emphasizing on these things, that is for which sport he is belonging to, because if you look at the RBI exam for 2019, in the GA section around 3 to 4 questions were asked based on the profession of that specific person. So now you should tell me that he belongs to, or he is associated with which of the following sports. So that is, you are saying you will skip this answer. Other persons, I want more of you to participate. So what about others? So guys, I am seeing that most of you are saying that Naga, what you are saying that we are not able to find PDFs. I will be coming to this at the end of the lecture. So I will be taking your query here. That is about the PDF. I will be taking the query at the end of the lecture. Now guys, about this answer. So the right answer here is, that is hockey. So hockey is the right answer here. And if I talk about Michael Kindo, so he is a former hockey player of India. So it's not basketball, it is hockey. So Seema has given the right answer, that is hockey. Now guys, moving towards our next question. Which of the following organization has decided to collaborate with various ministries for GI tagging of tribal products? Now see, tribal products. Now I am giving you a hint here also. Tribal products. Now you should give me the answer. OFROT, KVIC, NASCOM, Confederation of Indian Industry, or TriFed. So guys, waiting for your answer, that which of the following organization has decided to collaborate with ministries? Okay, so Virendra, you are saying TriFed. Rajat, you are saying KVIC. So I think there is a confusion between TriFed and KVIC. Now guys, I want more of you to participate guys today. Deepika, about us, sir, do we need to know about the country name also? So see, you don't have to go in detail about each and every person, but if it is a very important personality, for that person we have to go in detail about the country name also. That I will be discussing in the end also. I will be providing more. So most of you are confused between D, C and E as well as B I am getting. Now guys, the right answer here is TriFed. So see, I have given you a very big hint, that is tribal products. Now if you look at the previous year news, or if you look at the news that we have been covering, be it in the month of July, be it in the month of August, or let's say be it in the month of September also, the news that we are covering basically on tribal products, it is being related to this organization, that is TriFed. Now the important thing from this question that could also be asked now is that guys, the TriFed has now decided to set up a designated laboratory for tribal products, to design a laboratory product. Now where this laboratory will be set up, I am giving you option also here. It will be set up at Red Fort, Agra Fort, Taj Mahal, Charminar, or at Sarnath. So where this laboratory will be set up, this question can also be asked from this specific news also. Yes, Rajat, I will be telling you the question from phase 2 point also. So now focus on this, because this question can also be asked. And see, this question can be asked in our ESI section also. Why? Because of tribal products, sustainable development and environmental issues, sustainable social justice, human development. So for that perspective also, this news is very much important. Sarita, the question about 3 months GA, that I also will be taking at the end of the lecture. So Adarshi Singh, Sarnath. So I want more of you to know about this answer. So Rajat is also saying Sarnath. So Sarnath is among the one, but the designer's lab guy will be set up at Red Fort, that is in Delhi. Now if I talk about Sarnath, this is also right. Why? Because they have now decided under this agreement, what Trifed has decided is they will be setting up 8 Tribe India centers. The designers lab will be set up at Red Fort. Along with that, the other laboratories or the other tribal India initiatives or tribal markets will be set up at Sarnath. Then it will be set up at Andhra Pradesh also. So that you should also know. Now I think most of you know this answer. So now moving further, the next news is that which of the following countries has planned to set up a nuclear reactor on moon by the end of 2026? And the option here is that is Japan, UK, Russia, USA and China. So now guys, I think this is one of the easiest question of today's lecture. So this, so you should all know that which country is sending this, which country is sending up the. So yes, I am getting the answer. Most of you are saying USA, and yes guys, the right answer also is that is USA. So USA has planned to set up a nuclear reactor on the moon by end of year 2026. Now guys, another important thing, based on same options, the another question that could be found, that we have discussed in the earlier weeks of December also, is that which of the following country has now launched a spacecraft which will be set up at moon to find origin of moon. Now which of the following country has set up a spacecraft or has sent a spacecraft at moon for finding the origin of moon? Now options are same. Now you have to tell me this answer also, because this is again a current affair based on the December month of current affair. So this you should also know. So Rajat is saying now spoiling moon also. So Rajat, this is again a fact, because now NASA is in competition with which of the following state. Now guys, yes, most of you are giving the right answer. It is China. So China is the country which is sending a spacecraft on moon to find the origin of the moon. So to counter it, USA has now planned that it will be setting up a nuclear reactor in moon. So this is a counter between USA and China. So both you should know. And see why this thing, if I have discussed with this thing again a lot of time, is if you see any kind of now the keyword here is moon, because we have covered a news on moon in the month of December earlier also. So you should know, you should revise that specific news also for better preparation for your G exam. And it will be really helpful guys. If you are preparing for SEBI exams, try to focus on these kind of things, so that if you find any keyword for which you have learnt any news, you should focus on that specific keyword, so that you could revise this thing also. And yes, the name of it is, that is Shang 5 is the name of the specific spacecraft. Moving further, the next question is, recently which of the following countries has legalized the abortion up to 14th week of pregnancy? Now which of the following country who has legalized this abortion? That is Brazil, Chile, Argentina, Venezuela or Colombia. Now guys, this is a short GA question that would be definitely, that can only be asked in our phase 1 exam also. So it has no linkage with phase 2. It is specifically for phase 1, but these are kind of questions which are consistently being asked, be it NABARD, be it SEBI, be it RBI exam. These are kind of questions that has been asked. Yes, most of you are saying C, then somebody is saying B also. Now guys, the right answer here is, that is option C, that is Argentina is the right answer here. Now guys, see the thing that I have given that just a few seconds earlier that I was discussing with you. Now see, the keyword here is Argentina. Now you could remember a news that we have discussed about Argentina in the first week of December. It is that Argentina has passed a bill for taxing its millionaires. So Seema, it is not Brazil, it is Argentina. The thing is that Argentina has passed a bill for taxing its millionaires. Now this bill you should also remember. The bill is, that is Millionaire tax bill. Now see, just from the month of December, we know there are two specific important news based on Argentina. Legalized abortion and then is millionaire tax bill. Other important question that could be asked on Argentina is very easy question is, you should have to tell me now is the currency of Argentina. What is the currency of Argentina? Now guys, I am waiting for your reply. Now I think one I have asked you a very simple question. What is the currency of Argentina? Rajat, for IB query also I will be taking this query at the end of the lecture. You can ask me your questions about how many months you have to cover, about the PDFs. I will be taking all the queries at the end of the lecture. Yes guys, Deep is also saying peso, Rajat is also saying peso. Yes, the right answer here is that is the currency of Argentina is peso. Now see, from this news, three important aspects from our GA specific, especially for phase 1 is being covered. We have covered two specific news which is related to a currency, which is related to a country, that is Argentina. The two specific current affair news is legalization of abortion and is millionaire tax bill. Now see, both the news are important from December point of view. Other important thing, the static question that could be asked, the currency of Argentina, that is peso. Yes, most of you are given, I think every one of you has given the right answer, that is peso. Next is guys that which of the following companies has launched country's first field ready electric tractor named as Tiger. Now see guys, one of the most important keyword for our exam is here, that is first. And I have discussed with you earlier also that whenever you come across any news which has this specific keyword first, it is one of the most important news for our from our exam point of view. And if I talk about priority, that what is the possibility that a question could be asked from these kind of news, these questions have guys, I think if I say these have 90 to 95% chance that a question could be asked from these kind of news which are taking place for the first time. Now most of you are giving the answer Escort. So guys, it is not Escort. The right answer here is that is Sonalika. So Sonalika tractors have launched their first field ready electric tractor which has been named as Tiger. So see, this is a kind of question. Now guys, here I give you one thing also, because if you kind of confuse, so don't try to attempt these kind of questions. If you are 100% sure, then apply to, then come across, or then just appear for these kind of questions. Don't you can say, don't feel that yes we have to give each and every answer. If you don't know the answer, you can skip the answer also. Now if I talk about this thing, so it is the MD of Sonalika who is now pausing with the this tractor, that is Sonalika Tiger. Next is guys, now guys, very important news. According to the recent information provided by RBI, India's current account surplus in July to September quarter has remained at -% of GDP. The news which is very much important for the point of view of GA, ESI, finance. For all these sections, this news is very much important because there is a very important subject or very important point in our syllabus, that is fiscal policy. So this question can easily be asked in any of the section, be it GA, be it ESI, be it finance. Or now these kind of questions are guys very much important for the exam of NABARD also, because if you look at the phase 2 exam of NABARD, the question has been asked from the finance specific news also. Now I think, I know these data are very tough to remember, but because the news is come just prior to exam, so you should know this answer now guys. That is 3.2%, 2.8%, 0.76%, 2.4% or 1.5%. So now let's see how many of you know this answer, because these are kind of make or break questions also guys. Because if you know the answer, attempt these questions, it could fetch you marks. But if you don't know the answer, don't try to attempt this kind of questions. Rajat is saying sir see tukka. So don't guys see Rajat, if you appear, if you say that you want to frame tukka, yes, on these kind of practice questions you could do, but don't appear for tukkas in the exam. So most of you are saying 2.4%, somebody is saying 2.76%, and Jitendra is saying B. Now guys, the right answer here is that is option D, that is 2.4%. Deep is saying I will skip this answer. So Deep, this is right approach. If you don't know, try to skip these kind of questions. Now yes, the right answer here is that is 2.4%. Now guys, if I talk about India's current account surplus, it is 2.4%. Other important information that you should know from this question is this, that is, if I talk about the current account surplus in the July to September quarter, it is 1.5 billion. It is an additional information that you should know. I know guys, the data to remember here is very tough, but because your exam is approaching near, SEBI's exam is on 17th of January, so now you have to cram this data. I know this is difficult, but yes, we have to cram these kind of data now guys. So this is about the current account surplus. So somebody is saying, sir, Rajat is saying, sir, also tell about deficit. So Rajat, based on the question that you have asked, now I will be asking you a question. This will be your homework question. You have to tell me that what is the amount of deficit. So this will be your first homework for the day. Try to, if you know the answer, comment in, you can comment your answer in the comment box. If you don't know, then also try to find the answer and then comment in the comment box. So now guys, moving further, the next question is that recently Dr. Harshvardhan has been elected as the board member of Gavi, that is the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization. Very important news from ESI point of also. Why? Head is social sectors health. Other important thing, Gavi is related to COVID-19 because it is procuring, it is making the vaccines for the COVID-19, which UNICEF will be procuring from Gavi. Now the simple question I am asking you is, where is the headquarter of Gavi? That is the Global Alliance for Vaccine and Immunization. So now I am seeing that yes, most of you are saying answer A is A. So yes guys, the right answer is that is option A, that is Geneva. So see, this is again a kind of news that is relevant for phase 1 plus phase 2. Yes, I am assuming that all of you are saying answer is Geneva. Now guys, moving further, next news is that who among the following has assumed the position of chairman of SAIL, that is Steel Authority of India Limited. So your options are SR Jain, Saraswati Prasad, Soma Mandal, Anil Kumar Chaudhary or Amarenu Prakash. So Newly Nayak is saying option is A, so answer is A. So guys, I want more of you to participate. See, yes, now Rajat is saying Soma, Lucky is saying C, Sarita is saying C. Yes guys, the right answer is that is Soma Mandal. So Soma Mandal is now, she has now assumed as the position of the chairman of Steel Authority of India Limited, and this is a photograph of Soma Mandal. Next is guys that recently CCEA, that is Cabinet Committee of Economic Affairs, has approved the deepening and optimization of inner harbour facilities at which of the following ports? Your options are Paradip Port, Chennai Port, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, Chidambaram Port or Mundra Port. Yes, Deep is saying previous is Anil Kumar. Yes, also Deep, that is also right. Anshu is saying first lady. Anshu, that I have to confirm that even if she is a first lady or not, because this is not that much important because she is now the chairman of Steel Authority of India Limited. But yes, if she is the first lady, then this news is very much important. Now let's see how many of you know this answer. So Sarita is saying A, Pulkit is saying A, Anshul is also saying A. Now guys, the right answer is that is yes, it is answer A, that is Paradip port. Yes, most of, I think every one of you have given the absolute right answer, that is Paradip port. Except Vinod, you have said Chennai port. It is not Chennai, it is Paradip port. Now guys, see in this kind of option, I am again telling you a way of revising. See, if I talk about Paradip port, we have discussed the news here. Jawaharlal Nehru port, we have discussed a news in the month of November on Jawaharlal Nehru port. Try to remember that news. Now, next news, because if I talk about the previous 3 months, then the other important is VO Chidambaram port. Now the Chidambaram port is again very much important. Why? Because if I talk about Chidambaram port in the month of October, we have discussed the news on Chidambaram port, in which it says that 24/7 direct port facility will be provided at Chidambaram port. Other important thing here is, now you have to tell me that where Chidambaram port is located, in which city Chidambaram port is located, because static question can now also be asked. Chidambaram port is located in which of the following city? That you should also know. So now let's see how many of you know this, that Chidambaram port is in which of the following city. So I'm waiting for your answer, guys. I think so, again waiting for your answers. So now let's see, because a guys, static question can also now be asked from this thing, that is Chidambaram port, where it is located. Guys, it is located in the city of, sorry, here that is Tuticorin. It is at Tuticorin that the Chidambaram port is situated. It is in Tamil Nadu. Somebody saying it is in Tamil Nadu. It is not in Tamil Nadu. It is in, I think it is in Kerala. The Tuticorin is in Kerala, so it is in Kerala that this Chidambaram port is situated. Oh, so most of you are saying Tamil Nadu, guys. I think it is, the city is Tuticorin, because I have asked a question specifically about the city. It is Tuticorin. So is it? I think it is in Tamil Nadu. So yes, most of you are saying Tamil Nadu, but if I talk about city specific, it is Tuticorin. Now, if I relate this news with ESI section, because why I am focusing on this thing, that this direct facility, port facility, the news is important for ESI section, because the news has covered a scheme which is named as Sagarmala initiative. Now this Sagarmala initiative again is very much important for our exam. Okay, Pulkit, you are saying Tuticorin is in Tamil Nadu. Yes, it is fine. So it is in Tuticorin. Now coming to this fact, that is Sagarmala initiative. Now because the 24/7 direct port facility has been set up under the Sagarmala initiative, and if I talk about Sagarmala, the question that could be asked, because you know about the ministry. Ministry is very easy. You know that it is under Ministry of Ports and Shipping. The important question that could now be asked is about the components of Sagarmala project, guys. Now the question could be asked on component also in your phase 2 exam also, because if you look at the in-depth coverage of the exam that have been covered, now under the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, question has been asked in NABARD. It was in really depth. Now this question can be asked on Sagarmala also. Which of the following are the components of Sagarmala initiative? That you should also know, the components of Sagarmala. If you know, you should comment me about the components of Sagarmala also. So I am waiting for you. Now let's see how many of you know about the components of Sagarmala here also. So guys, these are port modernization, port connectivity, port enhancement, port linking, concessional community, and the coastal shipping and inland waterways. So these are the components of Sagarmala that you should also revise. Now moving further, the next news is that which of the following players has been crowned as the player of the century at Globe Soccer's award? Now I think this is again the sports lover should know this answer. So the answer is, the option here are, that is Thomas Muller, Cristiano Ronaldo, Robert Lewandowski, Lionel Messi, or Andrea Pirlo. So I think this is again one of the easiest question. So guys, easy question you should not skip. I think most of you should know this answer, that which of the following has crowned the player of the century. So yes, most of you are saying B, B, or somebody is saying C also. So now guys, the right answer here is that is option B, that is Cristiano Ronaldo. So Cristiano Ronaldo, he has now won this Globe Soccer's award. Next is that recently the Ministry of Earth Science has inaugurated the web-based application which is being named as Digital Ocean. Now the question is, who has developed this Digital Ocean application? Your options are DRDO, ISRO, INCOIS, METI, or none of the above. Now this is again a very important question that you should know from the science and tech part of our GA specific things. So now let's see. So yes, most of you are saying option C, that is INCOIS. So yes, Lucky Singh option C. Now let's see how many of you know this answer also, guys. Yes guys, the right answer is that is INCOIS, and most of you, I think every one of you has given the right answer except Preet. Preet is saying DRDO. It is not DRDO, it is INCOIS. Now guys, if I see here, again if we revise our current affair from this section, from the options, there are two specific organizations which are mentioned, that is DRDO and ISRO. Now if I talk about the DRDO initiative that we have discussed in the month of December. Now see, I am just revising you the current affair that you have just witnessed in the month of December. Try to form a linkage from this thing so that you could easily remember these initiatives, or you could easily remember the GA part. From DRDO, the important is the BrahMos missile, because it has been test fired. The BrahMos missile has been test fired. And now from the ISRO section, if I talk about ISRO, so now the other important thing from ISRO is that HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, they have now provided a cryogenic engine tank to ISRO. That is the cryogenic engine tank. It is being named as, it is being code named as C32LH2. Now this is again important thing that you should know. Yes, Rajat, you are saying INCOIS headquarters is in Hyderabad. Yes, this is absolutely right. But the fact from these two units are very much important. You should know about DRDO. Go through the news that are related to DRDO. If you have read anything about DRDO in the past 3 to 4 months, try to cover this news, because now that linkage is very much important. Exam is approaching near. You should know. This is how I think this will be really helpful for you also. Next is that the next news is, and this is the logo for the Digital Ocean. The next news guy here is, that is, who among the following has been awarded as DRDO's Scientist of the Year award? Next news again related to DRDO now. The option here is, that is Sameer V. Kamath, MSR Prasad, AK Singh, Sudhir Kamath, or Hemant Kumar Pandey. So let's see how many of you know this answer. So Nikita is saying E. Guys, again waiting for your answer. See, yes, now most of you are saying option is E, that is Hemant Kumar Pandey, and yes, you are right. The right answer is, that is Hemant Kumar Pandey. Now guys, another additional question that could be formed here is that Mr. Hemant Kumar Pandey, so he has basically received this DRDO Scientist of the Year award for a herbal drug. Now you have to tell me the name of that specific herbal drug also, guys, because this question can also be asked from this news, that herbal drug, what is the name of this herbal drug? That you should also know. So now let's see how many of you have read this news in detail. That is name of the herbal drug which Hemant Kumar Pandey, for which he has been awarded by DRDO. Yes, Pulkit, it is Hemant Kumar Pandey. Now let's see herbal drug, how many know. Yes, Rajat, you are saying leukosin. Yes. Now I want more of you. So leukosin, any other one or any other person? Yes, most of you are saying leukosin, and yes guys, the right answer here is, that is leukosin. So this is the herbal drug for which he has been awarded. And if I talk about the leukosin, so basically the leukosin is being used for curing this disease which is being named as vitiligo. Now I have discussed about vitiligo also. So vitiligo is, guys, it is a kind of disease in which you have a white patches on your skin. So for that, for curing that thing, this herbal drug on the name of leukosin has been developed by Mr. Hemant Kumar Pandey, for which he has now been awarded. Yes, most of you know, I think now most of you have got in depth of the news. So that is absolutely, that is really marvelous of you guys. That is leukoscheme. Next is that which of the following aerospace companies has successfully test fired a solid propulsion rocket engine which is being named as Kalam 5. So somebody was commenting about Kalam 5. So now guys, here is a question about Kalam 5. Now you should know that which of the following aerospace company has test fired the Kalam 5. It is Skyroot Aerospace, it is Lockheed Martin B, or is it Taneja Aerospace and Aviation Limited, or is it Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, or it is Bharat Dynamics Limited. Yes, now I am getting the answer. I think each one of you know this answer and you are eagerly waiting for this question. Yes guys, the right answer is that is option A, that is Skyroot Aerospace. And if I talk about this rocket, if I talk about this aerospace agency, so now the important thing here is India's first private player which has successfully designed, developed and tested this solid propulsion rocket stage. Now guys, the question on this news could be formed on another perspective also. They could simply ask you a question that recently which of the following aerospace company has become India's first private player to have successfully designed, developed and tested a full solid propulsion rocket stage. They could ask you a question based on Skyroot. They could also ask you a question on the name of the rocket engine. So again, let's see this keyword first. I am telling you, whenever you are seeing a news related to anything that has taken place for the first time, there is a high probability that a question would be asked and you cannot skip this thing. Yes, it is located at Nagpur. It is being test fired from Nagpur. Next is, who among the following has received Guard of Honor at the Republic of Korea Army Headquarter, that is at Gyeryong? So I think this is again very easy question that you should also know. Mamoj, Mukund, Naravane, Bipin Rawat, Mr. Karambir Singh or Rakesh Kumar Singh. Yes, Anurag, it is located at Nagpur. So that is again nice to see that most of you know even about the detail, even about the extra informations also. Okay guys, now about this question, that how many of you? So most of you are saying option B. So now I think this answer you all know. It is that it is Mr. M.M. Naravane. That is Mr. Mukund Naravane, who is now the Chief of Army Staff of India. Now, if I talk about Mr. Naravane, so there is an important news about Mr. Naravane in the month of November. Now, the news that is that he has been awarded or he has been given the honorary rank of general in which of the following country? Honorary rank of general is being given to Mr. M.M. Naravane. Now you have to tell me the name of that specific country. That for which country has given him the honorary rank of general. So I think guys this you should know. Yes, Niket is saying Nepal. Let's see how many of you know this answer. So Niket is saying Nepal. So guys, the right answer here is that is Nepal. So Nepal is the country who has given the honorary rank of general to Mr. M.M. Naravane. Yes, and sure it is Nepal. Next is that who among the following has become the 67th Grand Master of India? Options are Ronak Sandhwani, P. Inian, Leon Mendonca, Debashish Das or Karthikeyan Murli. Now guys, again this is an easy question. I think this you should also know. Now see, it is again a thing that has been related to some specific sport. So I think now this answer you should know. So guys, the right answer here is that is option C, that is Leon Mendonca. It is the right answer. Now the other question, yes, Deep has just given the answer. He is from Goa also. He has given the additional information also. Instead, by giving the answer, yes, Leon Mendonca, guys, he is from Goa. So this question can also be asked. They could ask you a question based on the specific state also. So somebody has asked earlier in this session that, sir, whether we have to remember the country of that specific person also. So now see, for this specific news, you have to know the state also. Because if you look at the NABARD exam of phase 1, for the year 2020. A question has been asked on based on the some sports person who has climbed some mountain peak. The question was asked from which state he belongs. Now the question could be asked here also, that Leon Mendonca, who has recently become the 67th Grandmaster of India, he belongs to which of the following country? Now the answer here is answer would be Goa, and yes, he is a chess master. So Grandmaster of chess. Yes, Pulkit, you are absolutely right. It is that he is playing chess. Next is, who among the following is the author of Vahan Master Class? Now a book on the name of Vahan Master Class has recently been released. Now you have to tell me the name of the author. The option here is Alfredo Kavli, Joaquin Bastos, Andres del Corral, Juan Lopez de Hoyos, or Francisco Marino Nifo. Now you have to tell me the answer here, guys, because the questions have been asked on based on the books also. So for the book specific category of GA, the question here is asked. Now I think most of you should know it is a kind of a medium level question. It is not that much easy also, but it is not that much difficult also. So yes, Rajat is saying A, Preeti saying A. Yes, guys, the right answer is that is option A, that is Alfredo Kavli. Now guys, here the one of the important thing that I should ask, that I am asking from you is, he is a very fond of learning about Indian mythology. Now you have to tell me that Alfredo Kavli has written this book, that is Vahan Master Class, based on which of the following gods, depicting which of the following god this book has been released. Your options are Lord Ganesha, Lord Mahavir, Gautam Buddha, Lord Shiva. So these are your options, and the last one is none of the above. So these I have given you option also A, B, C, D, E. Now you have to tell me that this book is basically, yes, Deep is saying Ganpati ji, Ankit is also saying Lord Ganesha. Yes, for Ganpati, for Lord Ganesha, this book is depicting about Lord Ganesha, in which it will be, the book is basically saying that in the present scenario, Lord Ganesha is looking for a new companion to accompany him. For that specific, this book has been launched, and this is the cover that is depicting Lord Ganesha. Yes, most of you know. So it is really happy to see that each one of you know about this answer. The next is that, who among the following has received a knighthood title in the 2021's New Year's Honors List of United Kingdom? Your options are Michael Sheen, Jimmy Greaves, Ron Flowers, Lewis Hamilton, and Sheila Hancock. So I think this is again an easy answer. This is again an easy question, and this you should all know. So issue is saying, sir, are these questions sufficient? I will not say issue these are sufficient, but yes, these are really helpful. If you watch this lecture, this will be really helpful, because we are revising the current affair also, and these are again questions that could be important, that could also be asked. Yes, now most of you are saying option D, Lewis Hamilton, Lewis Hamilton. Yes, guys, the right answer is that is Lewis Hamilton, and he belongs to, that is Formula 1 driver Mr. Lewis Hamilton. He has now received the award, which is the knighthood title from United Kingdom. Next is, guys, that recently Asian Development Bank and Government of India have signed a $10 million project readiness financing project to expand horticulture in which of the following states? Now guys, if I talk about this news, the news is very much important for ARD, GA, ESI section. In all the three sections, the question could be asked from this specific news. Now you should tell me the name of the state where this horticulture expansion will be taking place. Options are Uttarakhand, Himachal Pradesh, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, or Bihar. Anshu is saying, sir, how long this session will be taking place? Anshu, I think there are 4 to 5 questions which are just remaining after this, so I will be completing this session in just a quick moment. So now I think I am Neha is saying Himachal, Deep is saying C, somebody saying B. So now guys, the right answer is that is Himachal Pradesh. Now guys, the 2 static questions that you should know that could be asked in the ARD specific current affairs as well as in your GA specific current affairs. The questions are, that is organic state of India or organic Union Territory of India. Both the things you should know. Organic state we know it is Sikkim, and organic UT is Lakshadweep. So this is the organic UT. This you should also know. Now moving further, the next is that recently India's first test bed for autonomous navigation system for the unmanned aerial vehicle has been set up at which of the following ITs. So guys, I have provided you, I'm saying that snippet I have provided you earlier. Now you tell me, see, keyword first here, first test bed for autonomous navigation system set up at IIT Madras, IIT Hyderabad, IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi or IIT Guwahati. Yes, yes guys, you are absolutely right. State is Sikkim and UT is Lakshadweep. Yes, Anurag, the questions are beneficial for RBI Gr B also, because if anything is taking place for the first time, the questions are very much important. And yes, these questions are relevant for phase one of RBI also, as well as phase 2 of RBI. Yes, guys, you are somebody is giving answer IIT Hyderabad. So yes, most of you are giving answer IIT Hyderabad, and you are absolutely right. The right answer is that is IIT Hyderabad. And if I talk about the name of this navigation system, it has been named as Tehan IIT. So Tehan IIT is the name that has been given to this autonomous navigation system. The next question, according to the BOP, that is balance of payment data provided by the Reserve Bank of India, India's foreign exchange reserves have increased by US dollar dash billion during the April to September 2020. Now guys, if you look at this question very carefully, the question on the specific line has also been asked in our NABARD phase 2 exam, guys. So NABARD phase 2, the question on the similar line was asked. So now which means the question is very much important for phase 1 as well as for the phase 2 examination. Now let's see how many of you know this answer. Again, a figure based question, really hard to cram, but these are kind of make or break question, guys. If you know these kind of questions, I think it will really give you an edge over the other people. So Nataraj is saying 22. Now guys, the right answer here is that is answer B, that is 51.4 US dollar billion, that is 51.4 USD billion is the foreign exchange reserve that RBI has. So most of you are saying you will give skip, or Deepak is saying that sir I will skip this question. Rohan is saying there is no clue. So yes, it is good if you are skipping this kind of questions, but now you should remember this data. And if I talk about the foreign exchange reserves in nominal terms, it has increased by US dollar 66.9 billion between April to September 2020. On nominal terms, it has increased by US dollar 66.9 billion. In terms of, if I talk about overall foreign exchange reserves, it is 51.4 billion. Next is, which of the following banks has recently introduced free facility for filing the income tax returns? So I think this is again I can see it is an easy question that is there in news. So you should know about this news also. This you should know that which of the following has recently introduced this free facility for filing income tax returns. So let's see how many of you know the data. So guys, the right answer here is that is State Bank of India. Yes, Niket, you are saying SBI. Yes, that is the right answer. That is State Bank of India has recently introduced the free facility for filing of the ITR. Now guys, coming to the last question of today's session, that is question number 24. Now according to the data on police organization, which is released by Bureau of Police Research and Development, the scheduled tribes form how much percentage, or they have how much percentage of representation in the police forces? Again, a data specific question. I know, easy to remember, but if you know these kind of questions, these will be really helpful for you. 23%, 45%, 32%, 19% or 12%. So for 23, yes, SB is the right answer, guys. So Rajat is saying I will skip this question. So let's see how many of you know this answer, guys. Somebody is saying 12, skip. Anshul is saying skip. Preet is also saying. So most of you are skipping this kind of question. So now guys, the right answer is that is option E. It is 12%. So it is not 45%. It is 12%. And Niket, you have given the right answer. That is 12%. So guys, now if I talk about the data that has been given under this report, scheduled tribes percentage, they are constituting around 12% in 12% representation of in the police force. If I talk about Dalits, their representation is about 14%. Talking about other backward classes, their representation is 25%. And if I talk about women's, so women's population per woman police ratio stands at 3026 nationally. So all this data is important for examination, and this again question is important for our phase 2 also. The question could be asked from this specific news because it is an index, it is a report that is come here. So the question could be asked in phase 2 also. So now guys, if you have any query, you can ask me about the query. Before asking your query, so there are two specific homeworks which I am giving to you. You should give the homework, you should comment about these homeworks. The first is that TRIFED will host which of the following festival at Labasna, that is Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy, in collaboration with Ministry of Culture in February 2021. Then is World Vitiligo Day is observed on which of the following day. So both the questions are important based on the current affairs that we have discussed. From that specific thing, I am asking you questions. TRIFED we have discussed earlier, I think in the fourth question. Vitiligo Day, I think also we have discussed. Now somebody is saying that, sir, Anurag, you are saying, sir, expected RBI notification. Anurag, Anugar, till now, there is no specific notification that RBI said. RBI has not provided any hint also, but yes, it is expected that the notification will come in just few weeks. Then Ankit is saying that, what's the use of this report? Ankit, see, these are not that very much important, but we cannot just skip these reports also, because if any kind of, there is very less probability that a question would be asked. But yes, the question can be asked in the phase 2 also. I am not saying that it will be, it can be asked. What should we refer for current affairs, sir? So I think Soumya, for I think most of the important thing here is that you should try to focus. You can refer to the EduTap current affair notes also. If you are referring other important current affairs, if you are referring to other sources also, go through the previous 6-month current affairs for the SEBI exam. That are very much important. And if anything has taken place for the first time or any new report has been released, the data for that is very much important. Guys, if you have any other questions, if you have any other doubt, you can ask me that doubt also. Sirjesh, for the costing of the RBI Grade B course, you could mail us at our email ID, that is hello@edutap.co.in. You can place your query there, or you can even place us a call. Our mobile number is 81462072421. So Anshu Singh Adi Mahotsav. So 25th June is World Vitiligo Day. Anshu, I'm good to see that you have given the answer right now also. But yes, guys, I want that most of you should give the answer in the comment box. EduTap PDF you will be getting at our Telegram channel, guys. So Nikit, you will be getting the PDF of this specific lecture, or for any other lecture that is being conducted by our faculty at our EduTap channel. You will be getting that faculty. You will be getting that thing at our Telegram channel. So Anshu Singh, thank you, sir, for the session. So guys, I think most of you. So that's end for here. So again, if you like the session, please comment. Please like the thing. Give us the positive feedback also, and try to give the most important thing that you should do is answer these two questions. These are very much important, so that you could revise this thing. So okay guys, thank you for the lecture. So again also, if you have any query, you can drop us an email. Our email ID is hello@edutap.co.in, or you can even place us a call. Our mobile number is 81462072421. So I hope the lecture is fruitful for you. So guys, bye bye. We will be meeting you on the next Monday.